Salut, David Wallman here. I thought today we would do a video on phrasing, improvisation, and take a look at what's going on in the mind of a guitar player. I've always really enjoyed fusion players, and I've been thinking a lot about what do these guys think about when they improvise. Is it just natural? Is it a collection of licks? How does it work? First I thought that it was maybe the choice of notes and scales that would make a fusion improvisation work. But then I realized that some of the solos I would listen to would simply use very simple scales, and yet it would sound fusion. So I started getting really frustrated and really getting into those fusion leads, tried to understand a common thread. What makes a lead sound so interesting? Keep in mind, I'm not talking about the typical melodic lead, which is great. I'm talking about those crazy leads that seem to go in a lot of different directions, usually heard in fusion music. Think Guthrie Govan, Greg Howe, players like that. What makes a lead fusion? Not the choice of notes, not the type of strings they use, not the hair, not the pick, not even the accent. It's the rhythm. Even more important than the choice of notes or the technique or anything else, if you have a proper rhythm flow, it's going to add life to your lead, and it's going to really help the listener be drawn into your music. Let's take a listen to a fusion-like improvisation in the key of A-Dorian. Notice that even though we gravitated around the notes of A-Dorian, a lot of notes were kind of outside and not really fitting that. It still sounded coherent because there was a good rhythm flow behind it. Let's listen to the same improvisation, but this time we're going to focus on what should be going on in your head when you play. So, when you want to improvise and sound fusion, sound coherent when you play, more importantly than the notes you're playing, in your head, you should have a steady flow of rhythm going on. And as you're playing, you should play the rhythm motifs that you're singing in your head. Next time you improvise, try this. Over the beat, you're going to sing in your head the fastest notes that you're comfortable playing. Let's take 16th notes. That constant rhythm flow should always be in the back of your head. And when you're playing over your backing track, the only rule that you have is to play a note only falling on one of those divisions. I hope you find this idea inspiring. I hope it helps you organize your leads a little bit better. Experiment this concept with different notes. Try to stay for the most part inside the scale. This type of phrasing is going to work great over static backing tracks made of one chord vamp. You can get the backing track I improvised over for free on my website, davidwallman.com. You'll also find on the same website a downloadable pack made of several backing tracks written in the same way. Practice well, develop these concepts slowly, have fun with them, be creative. I'll see you next time, and until then, salut!